Welcome to Sound and Fury. I am Eric Wilford Watson.
And I'm Hugh Frank, and all your base belong to us.
And if you know what that means, you're watching the right video.
Yes.
If you don't know what that means, you're watching the right video.
Also, yes.
So we're here to talk about the World Wide Web, the internet, the database of human knowledge.
The all-knowing, all-truthful, never wrong, completely accurate at all times internet.
Encyclopedia Galactica. Like anything else, people reminisce about the good old days, and we're old enough. We're both born in the 1970s.
Yeah, speak for yourself. Oh, yeah. I guess. Okay.
We're born in the 70s, which means you grew up in the 80s and 90s, and the internet really hit in the early 90s, and we were there. And like anything else, you think about the good old days and sort of maybe look at it with rose-colored glasses, but...
Yes. And for those of you that remember pulling up a web crawler on Netscape Navigator while being logged into AOL, anyway, none of those things exist anymore.
Do you miss the...
Oh, God, yeah. Mm-hmm. No, the handshake. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the modem handshaking. Oh, yeah. Get off the internet. I need to use the phone. Yeah.
Oh.
That's how it was. Yeah, everybody's accustomed to broadband and high speed and all that stuff now. We have fiber optic cable. People are digging stuff in their backyard right now to put cable in. And like back in the day, if you had a 28K modem, or was it a 24K? I don't even remember now. It's been so long ago. But if you had a high speed modem, like 1200 baud was standard. 2400 was great.
Yeah, you could get on AOL in less than 2 minutes.
Exactly. Welcome. You've got mail. Like, none of that means anything to anybody born after 1990, I don't think.
That's actually very bad grammar, because you're actually saying you have got mail. That just sounds... I don't know if it's bad grammar so much as the prose is wonky.
I'm not into poetry, not into prose, not into the smell of a springtime rose. But there is one thing I sure do know. I do get a kick out of that Beavis and Butthead show.
No, that's almost as good as Vogon poetry.
No, thy curdly myrtle wordles. See if I don't.
So, what is it about the old school internet that is something you would actually reminisce about? We joke about it being slow, but was there stuff in there that was you kind of miss?
Oh, yeah. There was Napster, and there was Scour.net. Anything you wanted music-wise was just there. There was no such thing as streaming. It was all just free, baby. Whatever you could just get any kinds of music. Now, back in that time, you couldn't get movies, not full-length movies, because it would take you like
14 days.
Yeah, it would take you a couple of weeks to download a movie, and the hard drives weren't that big. You didn't have DVD burners back then. High-end computers had a CD burner, but DVDs, they hadn't even come to the conclusion that if it was going to be, there was DVDs, I'm sorry, but there was high-definition DVDs versus Blu-ray. Like back in the day, that technology wasn't decided which direction we were going to go, and then eventually Blu-ray won, but it was like VHS versus Beta, which if you were born after 1990, you have no idea what I'm talking about either. There was that competing technology.
I was actually disappointed with the competition between Blu-ray and HD DVD, that HD DVD didn't win, because I thought it was more descriptive. Blu-ray is just some weird company name, but HD DVD is an actual description of what the thing is, high-definition digital video disc. Or Blu-ray is just...
It's not a digital video disc anymore. It's a digital versatile disc now. Because there's also data.
Speaking of data, an ode to Spot, Felix Catus.
Exactly.
I remember using the public library computer because it had a CD burner, and I could mix CDs. So I would spend 3 hours making a mix CD and just waiting for it to copy and download the files and then burn the disc. It was a project. It took a long time. But after spending 3 hours, I had a 90-minute mix of my own songs in a higher quality than a mixtape. I felt like it was the future back then.
It was the future.
It's like, this is so cool. I can't imagine anything more awesome than this.
It's future technology today. From the year 2000.
And I literally own 0 CDs now. I used to have thousands.
I know, I have some of your old CDs. You gave them away.
I sold the ones that would sell. I just dumped at your house the ones that didn't.
Yes, that is true.
I think I have like 3 or 4 CDs downstairs that have some special cover to them or something. But
I just got my first vehicle that doesn't have a CD player in a long, long time. So my big book of CDs, like I don't know what to do with it anymore. Now everything's. I got like 3 different ways to stream music into my truck now.
when I got rid of my CDs, I uploaded every single CD on the highest possible quality. It wasn't like 128, whatever, like the maximum audio quality. And I uploaded every single CD I own digitally, and I have them on an external hard drive. And now that Spotify exists, I never touch those files ever, unless there's like some weird old song that isn't on streaming.
Yeah,
Which does it, and
like something by the Yoopers.
Da Yoopers.
The Yoopers. Yep.
If you don't know who they are, I'm going to play some of it right now.
Dashing through the snow in my rusty Chevrolet. Down the road I go, sliding all the way.
Do you remember? So we also used to go to a computer lab at the school.
Oh yeah.
When I was a high schooler, I went to Northern Michigan University to borrow their computers, and they had Apples, and I'm not talking Macs. Well, I'm talking the early Mac.
Yeah.
The one that was like a block.
Yeah, the old
with
PC.
like the teensy weensy little screen attached to this fucking
Hello, computer.
block of computer.
Yeah.
Those are
The one that shows up in Back to the Future Part 2 as an antique computer.
Oh, that's right. That's funny. That's one prediction they got right.
That's an old Mac SE. Oh yeah. Yep.
I remember our mutual friend. He showed me the game Psychotic, I think it was, where it's like
Todd.
Yeah.
Of course, it's Todd.
I just didn't know if he wanted his name mentioned in the show, but I guess
we've talked about Todd before, I think.
But yeah, you'd like type in the word shit, and then a poop would appear, and then it would attack you, and you'd have to fight the poop. Or if you like type a word that I probably shouldn't say on YouTube for the algorithm in front of a woman, she'll like all of a sudden start moaning and screaming, and it'll be naked.
Oh.
I'm like, and of course I'm 14 years old going, whoa,
The internet is cool.
computers are awesome.
Computers can do that?
There was the Macintosh fight too. People were absolutely into Mac.
Oh yeah, you were either Mac or you were PC.
It still is, but I remember when that was a new thing where people were fighting to the death over Macintosh versus everything else.
I'm just picturing William Shatner with a Mac logo over his head, and then the Gorn with an IBM PC logo.
I'll make that happen. And it's appropriate too, because the computers were slow back then, so their slow punching actually is kind of appropriate.
Exactly. Oh, that's one of the things. Regardless of anybody's feelings about the Captain Marvel movie, one of the things that I thought was just amazing was when they go back and they're using the computer, and you hear the dit, and they're waiting for shit to load on the computer. And it's just like, oh, that's right. This was the 90s. That's what computers did. They were slow, and the drives. Like everything now is solid state. There's not really any. Back in the day, all media was some form of a disc with a multiple discs on a platter or whatever in a reader, and so the disc would have to spin, and the thing would be going back and forth. So I mean, all of that made noise. It was all mechanical. Everything now is just electronic, and it's there's none of that. So of course, now, God, what is the average video card now pulls like, what, I don't know, 40 amps or something. So you're looking at these giant fans that are blowing and stuff. So they make different noise. But now it's like turning on a jet engine when you boot up your video card. But back in the day, when you only had like 4K of RAM, that's all the noise came from the disk drive. Anyway,
So there's some things that don't exist on the internet anymore. Well, I guess they do, but in a different form.
well, like Scour or Napster.
I remember they're still on YouTube now, and I don't think they're making any new ones, or if they do, it's extremely sparingly. But HomestarRunner.com.
Oh, Homestar Runner.
I remember Tractor. I remember in the early 2000s, me and a group of guys were just standing around the family PC, like with a couple beers, or just all staring at the computer monitor that's like this big, laughing at Homestar Runner cartoons.
Strong Bad was awesome.
So That's another thing. People don't even talk about the internet the same way as they did. Nobody even talks about going online anymore. It's like, I'm going to buy movie theater tickets. I'm going to pay my bills. I'm going to do my taxes. I'm going to do, put an order in for Target, whatever the case may be. You don't even mention the computer as the method of doing it anymore.
Right. Well, and now it's most people of the current generation don't even use a computer. They just use their phone.
Yeah, phone, tablet, and laptop if you have to type something maybe, but most people are fine with just a phone.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, now you can order. Now you can just order stuff with Alexa. Just you say, "Hey Alexa, send me a 6-pack of beer." And next thing you know.
My grandmother, may she rest in peace, got her name wrong all the time. She referred to her as Eloise.
Eloise.
So we started using that as code so that the machine didn't go off.
Your grandma was awesome.
Yeah, if you're talking about Alexa, we refer to it as Eloise.
I liked your grandma for 2 decades before I even met her.
Has nothing to do with the internet, but it's a funny story.
Yes. It's a nostalgia story.
Yeah, and we're not going to tell you what it is. In my job, I still talk to a lot of people that still have AOL emails. I wouldn't know AOL was a company if it wasn't for that.
Well, they got big enough to buy Time Warner Media. So now it's AOL Time Warner. But as far as AOL being AOL, I don't think it really exists in its former form. It's kind of like if Blockbuster had gotten big enough to buy Netflix, and then Blockbuster went out of business, actually renting movies. It's kind of like that. Like they don't exist in the way that they did before.
That's another nostalgia internet thing. Is Netflix started by mailing DVDs, and they don't even do that.
Right.
Most people don't even know that anymore.
Right.
But I remember I had a job where I worked security third shift, and I basically sat and did absolutely nothing. I was just babysitting an empty space. But at any event, I had to fill the time somehow. So I would read books, I would play on my computer, whatnot. But I would bring my laptop it was back when computers actually had a DVD drive built into them.
Oh, yeah.
And I would rent Netflix movies. Like they do the maximum plan where you get 5 DVDs at a time. And I'd just sit there and watch. And I'd go to the Family Video, which doesn't exist anymore either, and rent piles of DVDs. Got to the point where I was renting bad movies on purpose just because I was running out of shit to watch. And the clerk at the Family Video must have thought that I was the laziest human being alive because I'd rent like 10 movies a day. Because I'd have a 12-hour shift where I do absolutely nothing except if somebody breaks it, I call the cops if something bad happens, which never happened.
Right. Right.
The best job in the world, by the way.
Oh, security guard?
It just sat on my ass and pretended to be working. It was great. Is that really that much different than my job now?
That's every job, really.
Internet nostalgia. The movie Office Space was all about the Y2K thing.
I was just thinking of that too. I just kind of zone out for 15 minutes.
But what they did for a living was to try to update code so that the 2 digits instead of the 4 digits for the year 2000. That's what the guy did for a living in the movie.
Right.
Talk about a dated job that doesn't exist anymore.
Right. Right.
But can you imagine? I remember seeing. I have a photograph of it somewhere. I'll see if I can find it. Look at this photograph. If I do, I'll put it up. If I don't, I won't. But there is a sign in front of on Taco Bell that says we're Y2K compliant and ready. And I'm like, okay, good. So my taco won't explode if the computer switches over to the 20 instead of the 19.
Because you don't want your taco to cost, $1,900 instead of $1.99.
I remember seeing in the cemetery people would have the year of birth and death, but people buy their headstones ahead of time. So I remember seeing 19 blank.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're not betting that you might live past 2000?
Right.
Like, you'd be 80 something, but you could.
You could. Yeah. Your gravestone is not Y2K compliant.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's more than one person that, what do you do? I guess
you bought your tombstone in 1975 or something. I don't know.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of my favorite things, and I don't know why, but I watched the shit out of it over and over again, and there was variants of it, but the All Your Base Are Belong to Us.
Oh yeah, we mentioned that at the beginning of the video and never came back to it.
Yeah, and that was I don't know why it was so funny to me, but then people added more and more stuff, and it became a meme. It all came from a game from back in the 90s called Zero Wing, and in the game, it was. I think it was a side-scrolling, like you had a little spaceship, which they called a Zig. And the translation was not very good, so it was, move Zig for great justice. That was their way of saying, hey, fly the ship and blow other ships up, But and then somebody came along and added like a voice to it. I don't think there was an original voice to that intro.
All your bases are belong to us. You are on the way to destruction.
What you say?
You have no chance to survive. Make your time.
And then it became this thing. It's interesting. The band that did that, they called themselves Laziest Men on Mars. That's actually a reference to a very obscure bad movie called Santa Claus versus the Martians.
I've seen both the actual movie and the Mystery Science Theater 3000 version.
Yes, and one of the guys in there, they say, you're the laziest man on Mars. And so that's where that whole thing came from. So just to bring it full. And that's all the way back in like the 50s or 60s or something. But yeah, for some reason, I just love that. And then there was there was a website called Am I Hot or Not? And that was like a precursor to, the whole swiping left, swiping right, whatever that app is.
I remember, I forgot that existed.
Yeah. And then I spent like maybe 5 minutes on that thing in my life because it's like, whatever. But I spent hours on Am I All Your Base or Not? And you could upvote or downvote different All Your Base or Belong to Us pictures that people had put on there, and that's where I spend my time. So just judging people's All Your Base or Belong
when
to
do you
Us
think
pictures.
when do you think when was the last time somebody said they were going to surf the internet and they said it without trying to be ironic? Like, that's a term that's dead now.
Yeah.
People don't even refer to going online. They just grab their phone and they're connected to the internet, and it just is what a phone is. It's nothing to even talk about.
Right. Yeah. It's
They don't even refer. A lot of other language things have changed because of the phone.
Yeah.
Like, nobody says, like, I'm an old fart because I refer to GPS instead of saying Google Maps. Nobody has an actual GPS unit anymore. But I still say
everybody has a GPS.
Yeah, but if you're younger than 27, you've never seen one.
Right. Yeah, nobody had a TomTom. Like 27-year-olds never had a TomTom in their car.
Or maybe they remember their grandpa having one.
Right. Shit, I'm that grandpa. I still have my TomTom somewhere. I don't know why.
In case your phone...
That's built into my truck now, so I don't need that.
I would say that everything about online is superior now than it used to be, but maybe to the detriment of humanity. I'm not sure if it's overall good or bad. There's definitely conveniences, but the world has gotten so much smaller where not to get political, but every crackpot lunatic theory all of a sudden is amplified because you can find the 3 people on planet Earth that agree with you on your idiotic thing.
That and cyberbullying is a thing. Oh, yeah. And anything on the internet that allows posts to be made after it is going to have a whole bunch of really nasty people making nasty comments anonymously. And
speaking of which, like and subscribe and comment below.
Yeah, as nasty as you want to be. But it's
just be really mean. Say something like, "I don't like your hats."
That's pretty mean.
Yeah.
Where was I going with that? Oh,
I wasn't really listening.
Yeah,
so.
Random things. Oh, just the mean things that people can say because they're anonymous. So it used to be there was not a forum before the internet where you could just randomly tell somebody they sucked. Now it's
the bathroom wall, maybe.
Yeah, well, there is. Yeah, you know what? There's less graffiti on bathroom walls now.
That's because they have something else to write with.
I didn't think about that.
I don't think it's because gas stations have gotten better at cleaning up their bathrooms.
Right.
Because people...
let's be honest. When's the last time you took a shit without playing on your phone?
In fact, you might be taking a shit right now.
You might be.
Which is also kind of gross if you think about it. People wash their hands after they go to the bathroom, but do you ever see them take a sanitary wipe over their phone? They're like, wipe my ass. Facebook, wipe my ass. Instagram. And it's like, hey, take a look at this cute puppy video. It's like, oh, let me look at that. You never thought of that, did you?
I won't stop thinking about it now. Although somebody did a study. The McDonald's kiosks where you can order your food by touching the touchpad.
Mm-hmm.
Some folks did a study. Guess how many of them that they swabbed had fecal residue on it?
Well, I'm guessing somewhere in the neighborhood of 100%.
100%. 100%.
I'm not a germaphobe, but for things like that, I usually use my knuckle to push the buttons.
Oh, my knuckles drag on the ground. So. I am like 2% Neanderthal.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2.7%.
Which 2%?
The parts that drag on the knuckles. The drag on the ground.
Well, anyway, I think that's about all there is today. So what is it about the old-fashioned, old-school internet that you reminisce about? Is there a website that doesn't exist anymore?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Let us know in the comments. And if we get enough content, maybe we'll make another video about this. If not, maybe we won't. Who gives a shit? I don't know. We'll do some other video at some point on some subject.
Yeah. For now, let's just watch some footage of Hulk Hogan.
Oh, the internet needs to be destroyed. Blow up every man. Do you remember the first time you accessed the internet?
Yeah. Yeah. It was a computer class in 1995. And my friend Andy Peterson, who's now Dr. Peterson, pulled up web crawler on the Netscape Navigator or whatever browser. And I'm like, what's that? He's like, oh, this is the World Wide Web. And I remember seeing a picture literally of a spider on a web, but I'm like, well, that looks stupid.
It's very literal.
Yep.
I remember at a friend's house, they had a computer in one of the spare bedrooms, and they were, my friend and the sister, I think, were doing Mad Libs on the computer. And they had to connect a modem first. And I'm like, what's a modem?
You gotta wax it to make it go faster.
It's like, well, it's a device that helps you talk to other computers over the phone. I'm like, why would you want to do that? Well, because that's where the Mad Libs program is. It's on the internet. It's on some other computer somewhere. And in my brain, I'm like 10 years old or something. I don't know. In my brain, I'm thinking, whose other computer? Why don't we just get the program on our computer? Why do we need to talk to somebody else's computer? I'm picturing it like somebody else's house has the program on their computer. And it took me a while to process what the internet was.
The internet is very, very great.
For porn.
And that's all it is now. I guess there's like a staggeringly like over 50% of all internet traffic is porn or something. Like some kind of stat. Like it's huge.
I saw a very disturbing story where Elon Musk's Starlink, I think it is, got the internet to some tribe somewhere that never had it before. And within like 2 weeks, every single one of them, they're completely addicted to porn. Yeah.
I don't know why I'm celebrating that.
I don't think that's a good thing.
But we'll
just clarify that.
We talked about our friend Todd. He was kind of my technical advisor in all things computer, and I remember he helped me hook up my first cable modem back in the day because I wanted to get advanced or whatever. And so he's like, "Okay, well, it's all set, ready to go. Here's your computer." He swings the monitor around, and I'm on x.com, and I'm like, "You son of a bitch." I miss that guy.
Yeah, may he rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and do all those other things that you probably already know to do that every person on YouTube tells you to do. It's kind of redundant, but I think we get kicked off of YouTube if we don't say it. So,
yes.
So like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button.
And if you don't like the redundancy, contact the Department of Redundancy Department.
Yes, the Federal Department of Redundancy Department.
Yes.
Which has multiple locations.
Yes, all in the same building.
Well, out of all the videos we made, that's definitely one of them.
Yes.